Okay, so I created a classroom notebook that is linked to my Teams for my class. So I just wanted to make a quick video to show you all what I did. So this is my Office 365, and if I go into Teams, my class Teams is Kool-Aid Squad. So if I go back to all teams, there it is right there. So Division 4. I have my whole class here, and then if you wanted it to connect to your Teams, you can click the class notebook option, and mine's already created, so when I click this, it'll just show up. But if it's not created, it will ask you if you would like to set up a notebook, and it'll put you through a bunch of prompts. And then all the kids that you have from your class already added to your team will automatically have access to the class notebook. And it'll be linked, so then it'll be one step for parents instead of two. So I click class notebook. This is the standard welcome page. But if you click this arrow, it'll show all the things. So I have all my students here, so I can look at their work individually. The collaboration space is designed to have a space where you can communicate together. So I just made up one called Class Graffiti, and this will be like a free-for-all kind of fun collaboration space. I figured the kids might want to have some place where they can just, be a little silly and just add whatever interests them. I will be making collaboration spaces later on that have like specific subjects, or if you want a specific topic, you can discuss them in small groups, or you could even probably give out a few different readings and then have like to different students and then have them all come back under a collaboration space and then kind of like talk about which one they read. Kind of like a Padlet, I guess. Um, and then you have your content library. So content library is teacher only. The kids can see it, but they cannot edit it. So if you go into content library, you can add in as many tabs as you want. I just added in math because that's the only one I'm doing yet so far. So here I wrote in my lesson. So I just took it from the math focus textbook and I titled it, and then this is literally the first question in the book. So I asked them to model this number using base 10 blocks, but I know they won't have them, so I'm asking them to draw it out. And then they will do that before watching the video. So the video I created, I had to upload to YouTube first, and then I embedded the link into this page because it was a big video. Then if you click on it, this is my math lesson, and I go through the decimals and the different ways to represent them, expanded form, etc. Then I added in some resources for the students. So I have the place value chart here for their reference, just so they always have a place to go. I have embedded a link to an outside source. So the Learning Center has all these free math apps, and I have it linked directly to the one I want them to use. So you open web app, and then it gives them access to those base 10 blocks. And they can build their number. They can use this to draw it and go, whoops, I can't draw, 100 plus 10 plus 1 equals 1, 1, 1. You could do that. Okay, anyways, back to here. And then the last thing I did is I scanned and added in a copy of basically this place value chart again, but similar. Oh, you have to download it. Similar, but not exactly the same. It's on my Adobe Reader. There it is. place value chart so they could print it at home and use it if they need. Okay, so that's what the supports I've embedded and the lesson. Then the cool part, I had to put in here before I copied it to the students. So the practice work is here, but they can't edit it. So the pages from the textbook I want them to finish is here, but nothing can happen to them. You can't, well, I can edit it, but the students can't. Okay, so I'm just going to open in the browser so you can see the other view of this, because it's a little bit easier to show how to duplicate a page. So if I created this, I've uploaded all my math pages I want them to do. Go down, go down, go down. Okay, I have 3 math pages here. In order for them to be able to edit it, you need to go into, make sure it's clicked. Oh, let's undo. I'm just going to create a new page, untitled. I'm going to just call it practice math page. Okay. So it's here, and oh my goodness, I can't remember how I did this. It's not that. File, new. Ah, there we go. Class notebook. It says distribute page. So I wonder if, oh, it's already there. So I didn't have to create that. I'll just delete it. So if I went distribute page, you can do individual distribution. So if you have a page you just want to give to one student, or group distribution. If you click that, then that's what I did for all the class. Takes a second. Select the students to whom you want. So you can select them all. And then press distribute. I've already distributed it, so I'm not. Once you do it, it takes a few minutes, and then it will show up underneath each student's math folder. Oh, so when I asked it, when it says distribute, I'll ask you which one of these that are already created in your notebook, which one would you want them to distribute it to? So I clicked on math, so that's why it showed up in math. And now they can edit their page, and it's in real time, so I can see what the students are doing as they do it if I'm logged in. And then it saves automatically. And so if I wanted to answer this question, I'm ACOM, you just double click, you get a text box, and then you can write in 4A, comma, and then the answer 4.506, I think, if I can see that right. And then B, you can write it, whoops, B, you can write in the answer here. So I have all the answers here, and then I can go in and circle the ones that are incorrect quite easily. And then it just saves. So yeah, so this is how I'm going to distribute worksheets because I feel like it's just a little bit easier. And when I created it, so when I created these, I just used the insert function a lot. So wherever you click, you can insert a file, insert a picture, a link. So this is how I did the YouTube link. Just wrote in what I want displayed as, and then copy the link into here, and then press insert. It embeds it. You can embed audio if you want. Yeah, so there's lots of options with this. It did take me a little bit of time, but I think it will get easier as time goes on. Okay, I just wanted to share that out. Hopefully you have a better idea of what I've been doing.